Hi and welcome to Indigo Starfire. My name is Bevin, and in this video I'm going to be doing a channeled message from your twin flame for those of you in a no contact situation. There are 3 groups to choose from. Group 1 is the Chrysoprase. Group 2 is the Mahogany Obsidian. And group 3 is the blue Kyanite. So if you want to take a moment to center, focus on your breathing, and feel whichever group, maybe multiple groups or perhaps all of the groups that you're most drawn to, I'll give you a minute to make your selection and then we'll get right into it. And there are timestamps in the description box of the video for each group if you would like to jump ahead. And up next is a close-up photo of the crystals to help you better make your selection. Hi, Group 1. You chose the Chrysoprase. So I'm going to start with some tarot and use that as the framework for the channeling, and then I will dive into the deeper energy surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense using pronouns such as I, me, you, and we. And following the initial channeling, I will get some standalone message cards that can either support what comes through here in this first section or can serve as additional messages for you from your twin flame's higher self. And then I will close out the reading with some initials. So what does your twin flame that you are in a no contact situation from, that you are in separation with, what do they want you to know right now from their higher self? Okay, we have the 7 of Cups, the King of Cups, Knight of Swords, the 10 of Swords, Ace of Cups, 5 of Wands, 3 of Cups, Death, Queen of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. I have not been able to forget you or to get over this connection. I have run to the point of exhaustion, and I can no longer fight the obvious feeling and awareness that I have within, that how I handled this situation, how I was careless with your heart, how I overlooked the gift of this unique bond between the two of us, is a loss that I may never be able to recover from in many ways. I am conflicted about what the next step forward is in this situation. It is easier, of course, to keep moving in the opposite direction of the point where things fell apart between the two of us. But I am drawn back, haunted to be exact, by the memory of what happened, and a tug within that is telling me, try again, try a little harder, one more opportunity, and you may get things right with one another. I have let go and have dismantled many of the mechanisms of self-sabotage, or at least addressed them, called them by their name, have looked at them in the light of day, that had undermined the beauty and value of the connection between the two of us in the past. I am eager to express to you and to demonstrate and show the work that I have done, but I fear that it might be too little too late, that just as I have grown, you have also grown and branched out and reached for a higher version of you which has pulled you in a different direction. It is absurd to think you are still the same person that I once knew. In many ways, nothing has changed, and yet everything is so different inside. I am reborn, and though there is confidence and certainty where once fear and indecision were the hallmarks of what I held within, that internal landscape, it is unknown if this version of me will be pleasing to you. Is there more to our story, or have we fulfilled our purpose with one another? Was this pain merely the key, a doorway for each of us to walk through into the direction of our better selves, the best of what we could pull out of such dire circumstances, as the food for growth in a direction which was more fulfilling, starting from within first and foremost? I don't want to add more complications to your life, and I know that you deserve, above all else, honesty, clarity, and consistency. There is lost time that I need to make up for. Saying I'm sorry is not sufficient. I know we have evolved beyond the stage that we were going round and round with one another in. I know that you are tired of those same old games, and that I must put you forth first as my first priority. Before all else, I must put forth the effort and consistency that you were yearning for but were too afraid to ask the last time we were near to one another. I saw your value and I undermined that. I gave you only half of who I am inside. I have reached a place of fullness, and there is an overwhelming urge to show you a tenderness that was denied the last time around. But I also understand that your needs may have been filled by another. I am uncertain if you are still available, willing, and ready to take me back. I am curious, yet I am unwilling to look. I don't want to see for myself that I might have missed my chance with you. It would be fitting if I had hesitated and taken too long, and was merely meant to be left with a sense of knowing, a lesson that I could not shake for the remainder of this lifetime, that something so beautiful and precious had been mine once upon a time, so that the next occasion, years, decades, or centuries from now, when I am graced with your beautiful presence, I will perhaps cherish you in a way I was unable and unwilling to do before. I wish I knew what the end of the road looks like for the two of us. I want to break through this silence more than you can imagine. You deserve everything. You deserve to be cherished for who you are, who you were then, and who I know and am certain and feel deep within that you have become. Thank you for moving through this period of challenge with me, for choosing yourself in all the ways that I know you must have, and for allowing me the space and the opportunity to find myself here amidst all of this tragedy, so that I could rise into a version of self that you were coaxing out from hiding, even from the first moment that we met. Fear got the better of me the last time around, and if I am so lucky as to build up the courage and the stamina to break through the walls of silence and put myself forth, come what may, rejection or acceptance, I am hopeful that you will see and understand and feel the profound change that has happened within me and all around me, and will not judge me based on the lens of who we once were to each other, but you will be able to see me with fresh eyes, allow me the chance to move beyond and make up to you all this lost time, to replace hurt with the overflow of love I should have given to you consistently and without fail before. If I am so lucky to be able to be granted a second chance with you, a third, a fourth, the final and most important opportunity, I promise you that I will not squander it, not this time. And I know that I have promised many things in the past, and I guess it will just take the two of us, eye to eye, to confront ourselves with one another, for you to understand how deeply I mean the changes that I say that I have made this time. So those are your messages. In terms of signs with the wands, we've got fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Swords is air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Cups is water, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Pentacles is Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. And Death is Scorpio. So let's see what else your twin flame wants you to know right now from their higher self. Okay, and they say I spend a lot of time alone in my car thinking about you. I smile when I remember how you wanted nothing to do with me when we first met. It took me a long time, but I'm starting not to care about what others think anymore. You're the only person I've ever felt comfortable enough to just be myself with. Don't believe what you see or hear because I am not okay. I'm starting to see that I cannot live up to other people's expectations of me. When I said I didn't love you, that was a lie. Please come back. I made a mistake. I regret letting others come in between us. And I'm set in my ways. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name of you or your twin flame, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Got B, K, M, W, A, V, D, U, C, X, D, Y, S, T, N, Q, and L. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading or a personalized channeled message, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video, as well as in the channel section of my page. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters, including several varieties of channeled message readings. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of those out as well. And I've launched a second channel here on YouTube, which is called Lady of the Dawn Tarot. There's a link to that in the description box of the video, as well as in the channel section of my page. And the format over there consists of readings related to topics other than love and romance. So if you're looking for something a little different from me, that is the place to find it. I thank you for your support there, as well as for your continued support here on this channel. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 2. You chose the Mahogany Obsidian. So I'm going to start with some tarot, and I will use that as the framework for the channeling, and then I will dive into the deeper energy surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense using pronouns such as I, me, you, and we. And following the initial channeling, I will get some standalone message cards that can either support and reinforce what comes through here in the first section, or can serve as additional messages for you from your twin flame's higher self. And then I'll close out the reading with some initials. So what does your twin flame that you are in no contact or a period of separation from, what do they want you to know at this time? Okay, we have the Magician, the Fool, the Hierophant, Ace of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Four of Swords, Queen of Wands, King of Cups, and the Two of Wands. I shouldn't have thrown around the word love so carelessly. I shouldn't have thrown it in your face like it was nothing. The true depth and nature of feeling that I have for you goes beyond those words, and it is something which is merely a casual expression for a conversation which required so much detail, so much proof and evidence beyond just pretty phrases, so that you could feel deeply within the sensation of affection that defies explanation, which still pumps furiously within my heart at the mere thought of your presence. Though we are apart, I still feel you so acutely in and around me. Every day there is a surprise of you popping into my reality to let me know everything that has fallen apart between the two of us has not managed to undermine or unravel, not completely, this beautiful and confusing bond that we share with one another. There is a long overdue proclamation of affection, which I am holding right at the tip of my tongue for you. I know that it would be so simple to unlock the door that I have barricaded between the two of us, and to speak to you in that phrase of deep meaning and utter value, the tone and inflection that would let you know how truly sincere and sorry that I am, which might change everything between the two of us, so we could get to this business of ascending our connection with one another. As easy as this would be, as much as the power rests in my hands to execute change in this circumstance, I am still delaying the inevitable. I feel like a child when it comes to the ocean of love that you have exposed me to, and I am trying as hard as I can to manifest the confidence and the knowledge within, that even if the road ahead is rocky and uncertain for us, taking steps back in your direction to bring to you a version of me that is willing to learn and to grow and to be taught how love should be, is truly in alignment with the greater plan of why we have come into one another's lives at this time and in this way. My choices have led to a series of limitations, though there is much for me to be grateful for. The void and the vacancy where your presence was once so luminous and electric in my life has been as yet unable to be filled by anything or another. I am tired of the pursuits of company, that it cannot hold a candle to the fascination I perpetually have had and still had for you. Even when I am in a crowded room, I am alone in the knowing that I have been fundamentally changed as a result of meeting you. I try to busy myself and to fixate on the task at hand, what is in front of me, what I have cultivated through my own efforts and diligence up to now. but I am understanding that the most precious opportunity that was not fully explored and that keeps beckoning me back to it, the experience between you and I, is a requirement that necessitates me abandoning so much that I have used as a crutch, but that this is also the freedom to explore new landscapes within myself, with one another, and with what life may yet hold between the two of us, should I make that choice to do what is necessary, the only and inevitable next step in this situation, which sooner or later will, I am certain, come to pass. I am looking at myself deeply in the mirror. I am seeing the vacancy and the distortion with which I have been holding myself, a lower standard that equipped me in an ill capacity to receive and reciprocate so fully what you had to offer in the past. I know that I will not get the opportunity to meet another like you. It is beyond fate and explanation. This truly must be an occurrence that our souls had written and set in motion long ago. I feel that cosmic forces are pushing me back and back and back into a state of opening up and embracing fully, that undeniably and unexplainably what I have can only be called love, and yet it is so much more than that. That my heart has only known how to beat so fully and in such a state of vibrancy as it has when I have been in your presence. That we still communicate. There is still an us, as wide as this silence between us has become. I encourage you to continue to step into that greater version of you, to shine your light furiously and brightly. I still hear you. I still feel you. I am still aware that I need to make my presence known for you in more of a balanced way. I can sense that you have done an excellent job at cauterizing your own wounds, but I understand that there is a need for me to provide a balm of vindication, an opportunity that love may yet carry us beyond the difficulties that we have faced. This is part of my growth process, and a few simple words and steps will, I know, change everything between the two of us. I have not fully abandoned you or this connection, as contrary as my actions and my focus may seem in that regard in the material world. I thank you for choosing yourself, peeling your gaze off of the place of lamentation and wonder, why things fell apart and what you could have done to hold them together more sturdily. This has afforded me the opportunity to fall so far from grace and from the levity that I experienced when things were in sync between the two of us, that I now have the ability to chart a different course forward for myself, and with the end goal and the inevitable knowing that I must reach you again someday. Please continue to feel me within. If you have the need to close off and reject me, I accept that as well. But know that with certainty, I will always hold this part of me that understands love only because I have come to know of you as such a precious gift, something that can never compare to my other experiences in this lifetime, something that has fundamentally changed me and opened my eyes to a new way of viewing myself and the world at large. There are changes that are coming. There are changes that are underway within me. There are changes that I intend and want so deeply to make in the connection between the two of us. So, those are your messages. In terms of signs, with the cups, we've got water energy, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Wands is fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Pentacles is earth, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Swords is air, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. The Hierophant is Taurus, the Fool is Aries, and the Magician is Gemini. So let's see, what else does your twin flame want you to know right now from their higher self? Okay, and they say I was ready to give us a chance for real this time, but then something happened. I can't figure out why you trigger me so much. When you see me, I try not to look in your eyes because I know you will see past my facade. I'm starting to see that I cannot live up to other people's expectations of me. Sometimes I cry about you when I am alone. I know you are upset with me, and I'm upset with myself. The sadness I feel for you is something I've never experienced before. I can't picture you with anyone else but me. I hope it's not too late. Sometimes at night, I think about the times we've spent together. And I started having insomnia since we last spoke. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name if you or your twin flame, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Got N, H, W, V, W, E, I, B, A, N, S, C, O, L, G, M, and F. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading or your own personalized channeled message, I offer both through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video, as well as in the channel section of my page. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, channeled letters, and a variety of channeled message readings. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of those out as well. And I've launched a second channel here on YouTube, which is called Lady of the Dawn Tarot. There's a link to that channel in the description box of the video, as well as in the channel section of my page. And the format over there consists of readings related to topics other than love and romance. So if you're looking for something a little different from me, that is the place to find it. I thank you for your support there, as well as for your continued support here on this channel. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 3. You chose the blue Kyanite. So I'm going to start with some tarot, and I will use these as the framework for the channeling, and then I will dive into the deeper energies surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense using pronouns such as I, me, you, and we. And after the initial channeling, I will get some standalone message cards that can either reinforce what comes through here in the first section of the reading, or can serve as additional messages for you from your twin flame's higher self. And then I'll close out the reading with some initials. So what does your twin flame that you are in a no contact situation, a separation from, what do they want you to know at this time? Okay, we have the Ten of Swords, the Knight of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, the Lovers, Six of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Moon, and the Sun. I couldn't hide from you if I tried, and that is so unnerving. I have never felt so exposed, both to the best and worst of what I am inside, as I have felt and experienced when I am with you. This goes beyond things that you have said or done. It is something that is almost like a chemical reaction within me, that I surge forth and am so confronted by the possibilities of what I could become, and also the limitations that stand before the present me and that other version. I am not yet ready to present myself to you in the light of day. I am holding back very deliberately from taking action towards you. I am aware of many things deep within my core about a greater significance of the two of us encountering one another in this lifetime. But I am choosing in this moment to hold the pain even closer than the willingness to let it all go, let the chips fall where they may, and show these cards that I hold so deeply to my chest at this point in time. Disappointment is so familiar to me, and I know that this connection is intended as a source of liberation for me and for the two of us in terms of how we connect with other individuals by virtue of us connecting more deeply with ourselves first. You feel so out of reach, and in many ways I feel like a pauper compared to you. It's not in what you say, who you are, or what you do. This is all vibrational. I know that if you and I are truly meant to be, then I need to get out of my own way. I need to stop viewing myself from the lens of lack. I need to understand that we have magnetized one another into our lives for a precise reason. Maybe you are the one who is intended to help me see myself from a higher version, to shed all those untruths and the ways in which others, through time and their efforts, although now at this point in my life I am contributing willfully to this state of drowning my own light out, playing small, hiding when I should be bold and declaring the very unique and intricate nature of who I am, that in many ways is so contradictory to the mask I have chosen to wear and present to the world for so long. There are forces at play that I am unable to escape from. As much as I am hiding here in the shadow land which feels safe and known, the heaviness and the disappointment within, this version of me, this is a comfortable shell. Even though I yearn to outgrow it, it is still my home. These forces greater than myself, than us, than anything I have ever known, seem to find a way in the cracks, even though I have sealed up and secured this temple, fortress that I live within so precisely. I diligently watch and monitor what is able to enter my world and my proximity. And yet these signs and reminders and recognitions and glaring truths and realities pummel me. They confront me. They will not let me forget you or what is necessary or a bigger plan that is in place for me as a person, for us as a unit, and even going forward in the types of questions I have dared not ask before. Things having to do with the nature of my soul, who I was before I came here, what my actions in this present life will contribute to in terms of the steps I am allowed and forced to take moving forward. The weight and gravity of the necessity to change and to own who I am more deeply and fully than I have up to this point in time is a pressure that I am resisting furiously. I know that I am outmatched, I am outnumbered by all the possible timelines and versions of us being led back to one another with better results than we have experienced up to this point in time. That surely all of these universal forces and the great mystery that have choreographed our connection, our meeting, and even the stage that we find ourselves in now, will not settle and let my willful ways be the final say in all of this. In so many aspects, I feel without free will, like the universe watches and is taunting, letting me have my fun before it's blown all away, and I am forced down to my knees to be humbled against my will, but in a way which is so necessary. I should not blame you, and yet all of this started when you came into my life. I am not yet ready to accept the full answer and knowing, truth that is not outside, but also dwells here within me in the places I am unwilling to look at presently. I feel your heartbeat so close to mine, and I cannot disentangle myself from you as much as I have tried. I know that I am feeding in a heaviness and making your journey of growth and rebirth all the more difficult. Perhaps the strength that you are able to gain through bearing this weight of my denial and your excitement about seeing and becoming the truth of who you are, that this connection has helped you to find and to realize and to elevate towards, will be the inspiration or the movement that is necessary to pull me up from this grounded place that I find myself in, to wake me up, shake my awareness that there is no other choice. I can no longer hide from myself or from you. But until that time happens, please forgive me for being a rock which holds you back from your progress. As much as it pains me to say this, I feel that the bridge between the two of us must be burnt by you. You must liberate yourself, and in this way you set us both free. I don't know what the future holds, but I do know that we are intricately bound to one another, entwined beyond time and space in a way that if I don't figure it out in this lifetime, this same question will be presented again and again, as in many ways I sense it has in so many lives before this one. You are that radiant beacon of the balance of light and shadow within, that beyond this difficult acquisition of the true nature of self, beyond the suffering, beyond the sorrow, beyond the heartbreak, is redemption. You are that inspiration that I can do this. I can let go of the limitations of self. I can allow me to fall apart and trust that I am able to build myself back up into the version of myself I have always been intended to be. So please keep discovering the limitations you hold within, what has been triggered by our circumstances, what you are receiving from me, and the ways in which you deem appropriate to deal with that, to alchemize or to release. It is all of good use and purpose to our connection, I am sure. As you grow, I grow. I am experiencing your bounty as much as I am resisting and pushing away this gift. Please continue to focus on you and know that your progress is a relentless knocking upon my door. So those are your messages. In terms of signs with the pentacles, we've got Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. The Lovers is Gemini. Sun is Leo. The Moon is Pisces and Cancer. The High Priestess is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Wands is Fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And the Swords is Air, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So let's see what else your twin flame wants you to know right now from their higher self. Okay, and they say, I'm lost without you. You are so easy to talk to. I need you in my life. When I let you go, I really effed up. It took me a long time to realize that I do love you. The truth is, I'm scared to tell you the truth. I've been miserable without you. I am so annoyed, but haven't figured out why. When I said it was over, I don't know what I was thinking. And I regret letting others come in between us. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name of you or your twin flame, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Got A, H, S, G, B, T, L, R, W, E, F, I, X, M, R, B, E, K, and A. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading or your own personalized channeled message, I offer both through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video, as well as in the channel section of my page. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, channeled letters, and several varieties of channeled message readings. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of those out as well. And I've launched a second channel here on YouTube, which is called Lady of the Dawn Tarot. There's a link to that channel in the description box of the video, as well as in the channel section of my page. The format over there consists of readings related to topics other than love and romance. So if you're looking for something a little different from me, that is the place to find it. I thank you for your support there, as well as for your continued support here on this channel. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.